Hi everyone. In this lesson I am going to be teaching about my first secret verb pattern. Verb pattern 1. Verb pattern 1 is made from finite verbs. Finite verbs mean be verbs. Let's get started. Verb pattern 1. I will get all the finite verbs into one table. Let's look at this table. Am, is, are, was, were. Be forms. Will be, shall be, can be, may be, would be, should be, must be, could be. Been forms. Have been, has been, had been, should have been, could have been, would have been, might have been. Being forms. Am being, is being, are being, was being, were being. Now let's look at what verb pattern 1 is. After all these finite verbs you can only use a noun, adjective, adverbial, or ing. This is called as verb pattern 1. Knowing the verb pattern 1 you can make any sentences of finite verbs without having any grammar mistakes. You must remember in your mind this verb pattern is for active sentences. Now let's look at some example sentences for verb pattern 1. First look at some example sentences for verbs of am, is, are. I am a teacher. Teacher is a noun. I am kind. Kind is an adjective. I am in the room. In the room is adverbial. I am playing cricket. Playing is a ing form. She is my best friend. John is a clever boy. He is writing a letter. Mother is cooking dinner. Father is working in the garage. It is a dog. Now let's look at some examples for verbs of was, were. I was married for 5 years. She was unwell last week. It was not my fault. We were worried about the test results. They were busy working all day yesterday. She was studying when he called. He was cooking when the phone rang. They were shopping when they heard an explosion. We were dancing when the power went out. I was listening to music when the doorbell rang. Now let's look at some example sentences for be forms such as will be, shall be, can be, may be, must be, might be. Look at following sentences. We will be late. You'll be so tired in the morning. It will be very pleasant for you. I will be all right. She will be a good English teacher. I'll be traveling for business the next 3 weeks. I'll be studying until 10 o'clock tonight. They'll be staying in a hotel until their roof is repaired. My friend will be coming home at the end of the year. A hard winter will be coming before long. I can be a good student. This restaurant can't be very good. You must be tired. They must be joking. It must be very noisy. He may be in his office. He might be having lunch. It may be true. She might be a teacher. She should be here by now. It should be $10. Those boys shouldn't be playing football at this time. It would be a good thing to do.
Now let's look at some examples for been forms such as have been, has been, had been, should have been, could have been, would have been, might have been. Look at following examples. The battle had been raging for some time. She was uneasy because she had never been on a plane before. I have been in Paris. You've been a very good girl. We've been away for a long time, you know, and so we're anxious to get home again. I have not been sick at all. May each evening see that all thy wishes have been performed. What a horrid, savage beast! exclaimed a piglet, and after we've been such good friends, too, and played with one another. And the whole world for 50 years has been repeating, sublime. He has been called the father of his country. Gilbert de Lafayette's father and grandfather and great-grandfather had all been brave and noble men. We've been married for nearly 5 years, and we just made love. He began to ask about his enemies who had been hunting him.
Now let's look at some examples for being forms such as am being, is being, are being, was being, were being. Look at following example sentences. I'm being patient. I'm sorry for being late. I'm used to being laughed at. He accused me of being a liar. She accused him of being late. She accused me of being a liar. She scolded him for being late. She witnessed him being killed. You're being bossy, aren't you?